YouTube is weird. Everybody else might be getting this 30 seconds early. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Wait, I'll use my phone to call someone.
No.
They were the extreme backers.
No. I could go to live.
Oh, I was just gonna call my mom or something.
No, it's fine. Oh, looks like we've been live for 10 seconds now. So they missed us talking about whether we were live or not, but then, yeah. Hello everybody on the stream. Welcome to Innovation Learn to Play, which we will be starting in about 1 minute, to let people who actually are coming at the right time show up. It looks like it's working, and
Yay.
hopefully you can hear me. At some point, somebody will show up. So this is the old card backs, but the new card fronts. Unfortunately, when I went to print the new card backs today, our print shop in town is out of the type of paper I use for printing cards. So we will have new cards Monday for the live stream. This is actually the demo set that we used at Gen Con. So it's got all of the brand new shiny art, but it's missing a couple of the changes we've made since Gen Con. And obviously the card backs still look like the old card backs. That being said, okay, good. Everybody can hear us. Hooray! We win at being heard. So, Julia and Kat are going to play a game of innovation, but first, I'm going to teach everybody how to play, especially Julia, because she's only played once. So, pay attention. So, this is innovation. Innovation is a card game where every card in the game is one innovation, idea, or technology from history. And they range from the prehistoric age all the way up from the information age. So you've got the wheel, you've got oars, you've got writing, then you get gunpowder, democracy, and eventually the internet, which is just a big picture of a cat, I think. Oh, it's not. It's some sort of global World Wide Web picture that makes it look official. So these cards are all of 5 different colors. There's blue, green, yellow, white, white, yellow, purple, and red. Doing good so far already. Here are a few sample cards that I've got out here. So each of the cards which depicts one of these technologies has a special power. And the core of the game is going to be using these special powers called dogma effects to score points, claim achievements, get better cards out, because you're going to start in prehistory and you're going to want to get all the way up to the information age. Because as much as writing and mysticism is cool, I'd rather have a tank. One of the interesting bits with innovation is there's no map, there's no pieces to move around. Everything is your use of the technologies, and they're all abstracted down to these interesting card effects. So, to claim achievements, which is the core victory method of the game, you're going to need to score points. You're going to need dogma effects that let you score points. The way you score points is something will say, score a 7, draw and score a 7. You take one of the 7s from the game, and you tuck it under your score pile, showing a little 7 number. I know it doesn't show too clearly on the live stream because it's kind of a tiny view. And I'm actually going to switch over to the zoomed in right side view so you can see a little bit clearer. And so, do you want to queue up writing on there? It's card number 8, I think. So you'll accumulate a score pile with all these cards in it, and each of them is worth its value in points. So a 7 is worth 7 points, and a 2 is worth 2 points. Since most cards will score things, don't put it up yet. Let me wait a second. Since most cards score cards from their own age, your early scores are going to be 1s and 2s, and later on you're going to be scoring 4s and 5s and 6s, making your score grow by leaps and bounds. Because to claim each of the achievements, and there's one for each of the first 9 ages, you're going to need 5 times that number in points. So the first person to get to 5 points is going to be able to claim the 1 achievement. The first person to 15 points is going to claim the 3, and so on up the line. And you want to win those races because in a 2-player game, the first person to 6 achievements wins. It's less for more players. But why don't I go into how you actually play the game now that I've given you an idea of how you win. So, like I said, you're going to be accumulating cards here on your board. You're also going to have cards in your hand, which I will fold out like this, like, oh look, I have cards in my hand. At the beginning of the game you'll just have one out, but let's pretend that I've played a few cards already. Every turn, you get to take 2 actions, and you have 4 choices, which I will... there we go. Oh, it's a weird angle. Alright, the 4 choices you can take are Meld, Draw, Achieve, and Dogma. The draw action is the easiest action. It means you draw a card. Specifically, you draw a card of value equal to the highest thing you've already played. So if I've got a 3 out, and I take a draw action, I'll draw a 3. There are only so many cards in each age, so when a deck is gone, if you try and draw from it, can you switch to the main view? If there are no 3s out, and I try and draw a 3, I automatically go up to the next stage. And if all the 4s were gone and I try to draw a 3, I get a 5. This is really important, and it's the easiest way to advance, but sometimes you'll get to advance through the ages using card effects. Go back to right view, and then queue up writing. So I've got a card here on my board called Writing. And Writing's effect says draw a 2. Writing is an age 1 card, so using its special power will let me draw from the 2 deck, which is really cool, because I get to write and become a classical age civilization before my opponents. So the Dogma action lets you use your cards. When you take the Dogma action, you pick one of the cards on your board, and you activate all of its effects. Writing just has one, but you can see some of the cards have multiple effects. What makes it interesting is that you have all these icons on your board, and whenever you use a card effect, you count up the number of icons that match. Writing says light bulb, draw 2. So I have 2 light bulbs on my board. If any of my opponents have at least 2 light bulbs, they also get to use Writing when I activate it. And sharing Dogma effects is one of the things that makes innovation most interesting. As a bonus for sharing my action, I'll get a free draw afterwards, which is nice because, you know, sharing is cool. It is interesting to note that sharing is mandatory. So if I use an effect that my opponent doesn't really want to, but they have the icons for it, they have to do it, and I get a sharing bonus of an extra draw anyways, regardless of what they wanted to do. Sorry, Kat, you have to write.
Oh no?
Oh no! Alright, so that is the draw action and the Dogma action. The Meld action is how you actually put these cards down into play. When you meld, you take a card, and you put it down on the matching stack. This is going to cover up a card of the same color if you've already got one. So if I'm melding these cards, I'm going to have cards that wind up covered up. If you have nothing in your hand, you can't take a meld action. So you wind up getting newer and newer technologies on the top of your stacks. The reason that having a pile of cards underneath is interesting is because some Dogma effects will allow you to splay a color. So something might tell me to splay my green cards to the right, which means that I'm going to fan out my green cards, and you can see the little lattice work makes them connect. And that means that I have more icons showing, which is really cool. And eventually you can splay up, which shows you even more icons, and you will be happy. Because if you have lots of cards out with lots of splay, you're going to have an easier time sharing all of your Dogma effects, all of your opponent's Dogma effects, which is good for you because you want to do lots of things in the game. The fourth and final action is Achieve. Like I said, once you have points in your score pile, you're able to claim achievements if you have enough points. So if I magically got this 6 out, even though I'm in age 1, I could claim the 1 achievement because I have at least 5 points. When you claim an achievement, it takes an action, but you don't have to spend the points. They're just a threshold. So if I have 6, I can claim the 1. And if later on I got 4 more points, I can claim the 2 achievement, and I can keep going. So once you build a lead, you can keep pressing for the achievements until your opponent catches up. And if you get to 6 achievements, you win in the 2-player game. The other way to win is, so there are only 10 ages of cards. If, go back to main view. If the 10 deck runs out and someone tries to draw a card and therefore has to draw an 11, the game ends immediately. And instead of achievements, they don't count at all. Whoever has the most points at that moment is the winner. If there's a tie, achievements break the tie. So that's the basics of how the game works. We're going to have Kat and Julia get started. Kat, you want to reshuffle the ones?
Sure.
And then I shall return to my seat at the command center. Yeah, so it is definitely a camera artifact of the greens and the blues looking similar. I had to do some really funny color balancing to make this shot work at all, because it's really dark outside but bright in here. And yeah, I should be better at it, but what are you going to do?
Why, Chris, is there any way to tell the green and blue cards apart without the color?
Why, yes. Thank you, Kat, for telling us about this color blindness indicator. So you can see that clothing has a little star around the one.
Okay.
Whereas pottery, which is a blue card, has a diamond. So you can tell the difference between blue and green by using the color blindness indicator. Also, the cards that you're seeing right now are the Gen Con export from August. We've made some tweaks since then. And the blues and greens are a little bit more different than they were then. So yes, there are other ways the game can end. There's a few dogma effects that instantly end the game, but we'll get to those when we get to those. So the way the game begins, and just a question: can you guys hear me about the same when I'm over at the command center as I was at the table? You guys can answer after. But the way the game begins is each player draws 2 cards from the Age 1 deck. And simultaneously, they'll both choose one to meld as their first card. And that will begin their civilization. Ooh. Let's see if I can make this go a little bit wider.
Well, we do
I
it
guess,
simultaneously.
yeah.
Simultaneously.
Oh no! So again, if you're just coming in, welcome to the live stream. We're teaching innovation. And yeah, unfortunately, there's only so high resolution we can go with the stream, but we're trying to broadcast in high definition.
We're ready when you are, Chris.
Okay, so you both reveal your card, and whoever is closest to A will be the start player.
Oh, yes.
Oh man! So just to show the cards that you guys have picked, Julia has chosen clothing, which is a green card, and Kat has chosen writing, which is the card I was showing off in the demo, which lets you draw a 2. Okay, so for the very first turn of the game, you only get 1 action instead of 2.
Yeah.
And then every turn from then on, you get 2 actions. And when you're taking the 2 actions, you can mix and match. You can dogma twice. You can draw twice. You can draw then dogma. It doesn't matter. Any choice. The 5 cards that are above the 1 and the 6 pile are the 5 special achievements. There are a few special achievements that you can get by doing various difficult things. And I will bring these up. So you can get Monument by tucking or scoring 6 cards in a turn. You can get Empire by having 3 each of the 6 symbol types. You can get World by having 12 clocks. That's really hard because clocks don't start until age 7. You can get Wonder by displaying all of your colors. And you can get Universe if you have all cards value 8 or higher. So go ahead and you can take your first turn, Julia.
Okay. So I think a good idea for me would be to start with Dogma.
All right.
And the instructions for that are to meld a card from your hand of different color from any card on your board. So I have a blue card here, obviously different from green. So that's tools. And then I will draw and score a 1 for each color present on your board, not present on any opponent's board. So Kat, you already have a blue card, so I can just draw and score a 1.
Yep.
So
Right.
scoring is just putting that, checking it underneath like that.
Right. So now your score is 1 because you have one
yeah.
1 in your pile.
I
Oh
have
man!
one.
You're number one.
I'm number one.
So many points! Kat, you were losing by an infinite margin. Julia has infinitely times more points than you.
And she got some light bulbs, so I'm gonna have to share now.
Oh no! So,
For my first action, I will dogma my writing,
Mhm.
alright.
which is draw a 2, but it's a light bulb effect,
Uh-huh.
and we have the same number. So you start. You draw a 2.
Oh, yes.
Right, so when you're sharing, your opponents actually get to take the action first. And sometimes this is interesting, and you can play around with, if there's only 2 cards left in a deck, you make your opponents draw them first, then you get the higher ones. There's cool things to be done. So Julia draws a 2, because that is the effect of writing.
I don't draw.
Nope,
I don't need to
Oh,
say
I
it.
don't meld it.
No,
yeah,
it's just
draw a 2. Then Kat draws a 2.
Audience.
So, since Kat shared her dogma effect, she gets to take a free draw action. Even though she has a 2 in her hand, the highest card she has on her board is a 1, so she draws a 1.
All right.
So I draw.
Well, Kat takes her second action.
Yeah, I
Oh,
only
okay.
took one action.
Alright.
I'm going to meld something. I just need to figure out which. I think
If you're curious what tools
I will
you
meld
use for it.
fermenting.
Ooh.
So now I have some leaves. That's
So Kat has
important.
decided that beer is the way to be.
I'm going to write stories about beer. I think I am basically Ben Franklin.
But you get the basics. I have clothing and tools.
You don't need
At
clothes
least
if you have beer.
At least I look moderately respectable. Okay, so even though I was able to draw a 2 card from her writing dogma action, I can still only draw
But you
one
could,
card.
if you played the 2,
If I played
if you melt the
this.
2 rather, you could
Yes.
then start drawing 2s.
Okay. I will play this 2 card, which is
You could have used your clothing to meld it.
Ooh.
Which
Which will let you meld it for free.
Yes.
It would be a good thing to do.
And we'll get you.
Yeah, but you can use it too, because we both have 2 leaves now.
That is.
So you would do it.
That is
before
possibly
me.
why I'm suggesting that.
And that's
I
really
have caught on
interesting
to
trade-offs.
this.
Yes. Are you just normal melding it?
Well, I'm thinking about it because you would be able to draw an additional card if I used clothing. I would be able to draw 2 additional cards. I think this is the way to go.
Alright, so Julia's going to take a meld action,
Okay.
And let's
she's
see.
melded road building.
So the road building action, I could definitely take the dogma.
We don't have
but I
anything in
don't
your
have
hand.
any in my hand. That is true. All right, so now I can take a 1 or a 2 card.
No, you have to draw the highest.
Oh, I have to draw the
Yes.
highest. Okay, that's not. Oh, interesting. Okay.
So that's what you want anyways, just higher cards are better.
Is it better sometimes to draw from the lower part of the deck in order to build up?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, rarely, but
Yeah.
So your second action was a draw, so now it is Kat's turn.
Yes.
I'm going to keep writing because it doesn't seem to be all that unfortunate.
I'll draw 2.
So that means we share again. Yep. You draw a 2. I draw a 2. And then for my sharing, I now have a 2 because of my beer. So I will draw my drawing sharing action will be another 2. All right. Ooh. Ooh.
Kat has drawn many cards.
I like all my cards. I gotta play this though, because I'm a sucker. I'm gonna replace writing with mathematics.
Oh, it's math time.
These are some very drunk mathematicians.
So, mathematician.
So math is a very cool card. Mathematics lets you advance through the ages quickly by spending cards. And it keeps going essentially until it covers itself up. So you might have noticed, if you are an experienced innovation player, that the fermenting card is different than the previous version, because fermenting is one of the cards where we've changed for rebalancing. Fermenting used to say, draw a 2 for every 2 leaves you had, and now it says, draw a 2 for every color on your board containing at least 1 leaf. So this slows down fermenting a little bit, but it still has the potential to be powerful, just not as ridiculous as it used to be.
So now it says draw.
Oh, that was my
two.
second turn.
Okay.
I used writing and then I melded.
Okay.
I was just showing the new card for people on the stream.
Okay, awesome. I will meld canal building. And now that I have an extra third leaf, ooh, Sasha has appeared in the kitchen.
Oh, Sasha has attacked.
I will use Dogma action for clothing. Meld a card from your hand of a different color from any card on your board, which means I can play the last card, which is a purple.
Oh, look at
Oh, and here's the Sasha.
Nope.
Right on time.
We have an instant Sasha incursion. Hi everybody, I'm Sasha. Rawr. I bet you'd like some food, Sasha.
I don't think I have ever met a cat in my life who would not like some food.
Alright, proceed with your clothing action.
Instant Sasha. Okay, so I've melded a card. Draw and score a 1 for each color present on your board, not present on any opponent's board. So you only have yellow and blue. I have all 5, so I can draw 3 1 cards. Yes.
Yeah, so Julie gets to draw and score 3 1s. It's pretty awesome. And then, Kat, you didn't have enough leaves to share? Oh, that's sad.
I did not.
I got
That was
just
your
enough
first
leaves.
action, right?
Second.
No, that was your
because I
first.
I melded
Oh,
the
you
canal
melded canal
building,
that's
right. You get the
and then
third
I
leaf,
used
so-
Dogma for clothing.
That's right. Excellent. My turn. Well, since you don't have a hand, now seems like a great time for me to use mathematics.
It's true.
Because I do have to share, but you can't return a card from your hand. I'll return this 2, which means I put it on the bottom of the 2 deck. And I will draw and meld this 3. Oh, it's blue. That's unfortunate. Translation.
You fall into the classic blunder.
Yeah.
Math into translation.
All right.
So, Kat returned a card. So, even though Julie was eligible to share here, she couldn't. And if you share and nothing happens, you don't get the bonus card draw.
Right. So that's
So it's as if I didn't
unfortunate
get any benefit.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Because you did.
for me. Well,
So, Kat has gotten translation, which is a neat card, but it means that her math journeys are over because math is now covered up.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, math.
Sasha, meanwhile, is interested in hugging me.
Alright, so
Oh, yeah, I get another action.
Oh, sorry.
I could draw 3. I could dogma my fermenting, which would cause Julia to draw one of these 2s, and then I would draw a 2, and then I would draw a 3 for sharing. So that might be worth doing. Or I could play one of these cards, meld one of these cards. I think I need more colors, so I think I will simply meld the
Clothe
wheel.
yourself.
The wheel was a long time coming.
It took us a while to find the wheel, but it's here now. Now we can get our fermented beer even more effectively.
The beer was a
Go ahead.
distraction. Alright, so I don't have any cards to speak of, and all of my Dogma actions include cards from my hand, so I will merely draw 2 cards.
Okay. You now have a hand of 2 cards.
Alright. Now. Nope.
Sasha.
Oh, no, did he really attack
Sasha is
him?
attempting to end all our progress.
Alright, Sasha, I'm gonna feed you some food. That's what you want.
I'm going to play oars. And then I'm going to dogma oars. And what oars says is it's a demand action.
Oh, man.
So it's like an attack. And it's castle based, so I can only do it to her if I have more castles. Which, conveniently, I have 6 castles and she only has 4.
4.
So I demand you transfer a card with a crown from your hand to my score pile. If you do, draw a 1 and repeat this dogma effect.
So is it from my hand or from my board?
From your hand to
From
my
my
score
hand?
pile.
There you go.
Right?
Some oars action.
Draw a 1. Whoops, that was on my score side.
She took my currency.
Have a 1, and now repeat this dogma effect. You do it again.
What? What if...
Give me all your coins until you stop drawing 1s with coins. Excellent. Repeat this draw 1. Repeat this dogma effect.
Damn it! Sorry.
I'll take all of the 1s.
Oh no! this version of or is missing the space after I demand. Just pretend it doesn't.
Oh my, this is not fair.
You shouldn't have drawn so many coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
You're
And then
right.
it says if no cards were transferred due to this demand draw 1, I assume that's
But
not
cards
happening.
were transferred.
Oh my god.
I got one or
You
two
took all the
cards.
ones.
Yes.
And unfortunately, that was my second action, so I cannot achieve on this turn. Go ahead.
Yes, if you were curious, Ors is one of the other cards that has been upgraded to be a little bit more good. Ors was a weak card before.
Wahaha.
In fact, Ors was a weak card before the buff that it got before this one.
Oh,
And now it is slowly becoming a better rowing action.
I hit her with an oar until she gave me a lot of cards.
You just keep raiding cities until they're like, hey, we're out of coins.
All
So
right.
we're still currently in age 1, correct?
Well, for
Or-
achieving,
For achieving?
you can claim any achievement you want at any time.
Okay.
Typically, you take the
Oh, I
challenge.
thought you had to have a top card on your board of that age.
Well, sorry. What I mean is you don't have to take the one first.
Okay.
Yeah, when you achieve, you have to have built a card of that level or higher before you claim an achievement.
So, for
So-
example, if I wanted to claim
You
age
would
1,
need 5 points.
I'd need 5 points. So she already has
So if you
that.
can find a way to score points,
Yeah.
then you could claim the achievement with your second action.
Well, I can't use clothing because there's no more ones.
Well, remember, when it says draw and score 1 if there are no 1s, you draw and score 2 instead.
Oh,
Even
That's
dogma
very
effects
nice.
go up to the next age
That's
when
very
they're
nice.
activated.
okay.
Am I allowed to look at my score pile?
Yes, you can look at the cards in there at any time. You can't look at your opponent's score pile.
Okay. Um. Card. Okay, I guess I will do. Well, dogma clothing then. I can't do the first action because I already have all colors out on the board. There's no more ones, so I will draw and score a 2.
There you go.
For each color present on your board, not present on your opponent's board.
So
So
That's purple.
Purple.
Yes, purple. So that's 2. So now I have 6 points total.
Right. So with your second action of the turn, you could claim an
Mhm.
achievement, and since you have 6 points, you could claim the
Mhm.
1.
Okay. So I will do that. I will claim
Bum,
previous
bum.
tree. Woo!
And when you claim an achievement, it goes on the right side of your board.
Okay.
So, oh look, it's the close-up view of Julia's board.
I know the achievements are just pulled from the regular deck, one from each age 1 to 9. Are you allowed to look at your achievements at any point?
Nope,
Okay.
never.
You never get
So,
to know which cards.
One card from each of the 9 ages doesn't appear in the game, and you don't know which card that is, so that's a little needle away from
Alright.
trying to memorize everything that's in the game.
Yes. I am going to go ahead and use translation.
I just have a quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
So the achievements, are they points or are they?
No.
You need a number of achievements.
You need a number of achievements.
Probably 6 for a 2-player game.
Yes.
So they can be any achievements. They can be
Okay.
those 9 age achievements and
Uh-huh.
these 5 achievements. If you
Okay,
get
so these
any
are
6
both-
of them.
These are both achievements
Those
that
are
you
both
can
achievements.
win. Okay.
Right. So Kat's going to use translation, which is a party, meaning that all of the cards from her score pile are about to go out onto her board.
All right. So that has to go there.
And she can obviously choose the order that she melds them, so you can pick which one winds up on top. Did you actually wind up with all coins?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, someone has a
That's-
lot.
Because
Of,
someone just gave me 5 coin cards.
someone has a lot of.
What?
Green. That's
Oh,
green.
sorry. Yes, let's go there.
So the second part of translation says, if each top card on your board contains a coin, claim
Yoink.
the special achievement World. So World
Is normally the one with 12 clocks.
Oh, how'd you get it?
Yeah, so World normally you get by having 12 clocks, but World also
Nice.
says on the bottom can also be claimed via translation
Wow,
from age
that's
3.
nice.
Each of the 5 special achievements has a card in the game that lets you use an alternate condition to get it. Achievements, unlike score or cards on your board or anything else, can never be stolen. Once you have an achievement, it's yours. Except in artifacts, but let's not talk about that right now.
All right. And then Let's see, what are my options? Draw and meld a 1, which would be a 2.
Oh no, I can't
Exciting.
take world away.
Meld the lowest card in my hand, that's not helpful. Translation's not helpful. Tucking a card is not helpful right now because I would need cards in my hand. Doing the coin thing again would be entertaining, but I am pretty sure Julia has not drawn any new cards, so I would not get anything out of it. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a card, which will be a 3.
Well, technically they're called prosperity, but yeah, coins, crowns, whatever.
Yeah, sorry.
Actually, they look a lot more like crowns now.
Yeah, these little gold dealy boppers.
If
Go
we,
ahead.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I will meld calendar, and I will use its dogma effect.
Okay, that's
I
leaves,
have-
so we're not sharing.
Yes, I have 5 leaves. If you have more cards in your score pile than in your hand, I have 1 card in my hand. Draw 2 3s.
Nice. I wish we could have shared.
apparently,
Oh, although I don't have any cards in my score pile, so that wouldn't have helped me.
yeah, calendar is a nice card.
Alright, what is your second action? Oh no, sorry, you melded and then dogma'd.
Yes.
Whoops, sorry, I took away the camera instead of the card. So one of the reasons we call them coins instead of crowns is that on the super old original prototype cards, they actually look like coins with a crown on them. Because they're meant to represent wealth and prosperity. But when we went to the new edition, we made them into 1 big coin instead of 3 little coins.
Excellent.
You can't see it, but Sasha's nose is just off screen right here.
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use Code of Laws. I may tuck a card from my hand as the same color as any card on my board, and if I do, I may splay that color left. So I'm going to tuck this red card. Whoops, and left is that way. And you can admire how cool it is that the different ages worth of patterns meld into each other. I should
Very
use the word
pretty.
meld here.
So when you're splaying and it says, for example, splay left, does that mean you move the top card left?
You move all cards left. You would just
Yeah,
keep
you'll-
moving
you
the
move them
stack.
each left
So if
one.
I could do it
Yeah.
with my
Okay.
blue cards,
So starting with the...
I would do that.
Yeah, you move them each to the left.
Okay,
The whole point is left, you get to see 1 new symbol per card.
right.
Right, you see potentially up to 2 symbols per card. And up, you see potentially 3 symbols per
So-
card.
Splaying up is the most favorable.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It just takes longer to get there.
Which
I'm
is
not sure how
why
it starts.
cards in the early ages splay left, cards in the middle splay right, and cards in the late ages splay up.
Right.
Yeah, I noticed.
And the special achievement with splaying is either up or right, so
Right.
I'm not on my way to getting that yet.
Sasha has grown bored of innovation and has returned to my chair.
Alright, as my second action. I do have.
Yeah, so the official names of the 6 icon types are authority for castles, prosperity for crowns, health for leaves, industry for factories.
Light bulbs.
Enlightenment?
No, it's not enlightenment. It's concepts for light
That's
bulbs and efficiency for clocks. Top secret.
I will just
I just call them castles.
go ahead and draw a 3 again. That seems to be working for me.
Much like the card colors, we didn't ever tell everybody the official names and things because we wanted people to develop their own ideas of what they all represented.
That's interesting.
We didn't actually ever have names for the 5 colors aside from the colors, but they do have concepts. Like purples are more governmental, reds are obviously more aggressive technologies, blues are very sciencey, yellows are
Domestication and
weird.
canal.
Yellow is dogs and rivers.
Excellent.
I always saw
Go
blues
ahead.
as using like raw materials. Okay. All right. First, I will use dogma for calendar. If you have more cards in your score pile than in your hand, I still have 3 cards in my hand and 5 cards in my score pile. So I get to draw 2 3s.
Calendar's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. I'm hesitant to like meld on top of it. I just want to keep it as is. Let's see. Do I want
Ooh.
to meld?
Sasha has become a
any
peaceful chair
cards?
cat now.
top green card?
Sailing, draw and meld a 1.
Stretch goal at 100,000, I'll get a new tripod that's stable.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. If I could somehow make the camera view itself, you could see the ridiculous jury rig setup that I have to mount this camera in
I have to admit, it's
space.
pretty
Should I
impressive.
like take a photo and email it to the live stream?
No. Green is more economical stuff, yeah.
So I think I will try using,
Is it time for some road building?
yes, meld 1 or 2 cards from your
Ooh,
hand.
is that castles? I have more castles than you.
Wait, you do?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you
Not
can't
like
only have
that
one card in your
happened.
hand.
I do only have 1 card in my hand, and it's not a very good one, and I don't really want to meld it. But,
In fact, you don't have a choice.
yeah.
So you can force her to meld it and share, and then you get free draws out of it.
And then I can't do my code of laws thing.
Well, so if I make her meld, so if I meld 2, I can transfer my top red card to her board, and she transfers her top green card to my board. But I don't know if I want sailing. That seems
No,
like a
but you can
pretty
still
cool
meld
card.
2 cards with 1 action, which is good.
That is pretty good.
So you should do it.
All right, you do it first.
I hate
Yeah.
you so
So
much.
Cat is forced to share.
That sucks.
Oh no! Oh, and it's a green card.
I got
See?
you a compass.
So Cat is forced to meld Compass, and now Julia gets to meld 1 or 2 cards. And if she melds 2, she can trade for that brand new shiny compass that Cat just played.
Super great.
All right.
Lets you know where north is. Ugh.
Can I meld lower value cards on top of higher value?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd want to, but sometimes they're better.
No,
Or
It has a
they're
lot
more
of,
immediately.
Masonry has a lot of castles.
Mm-hmm.
Canal
Castles are
building.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does not have
building.
castles.
It's.
Could she meld a different red card and then that would be what she traded with me?
Yep.
Cool.
But
I don't
probably
want to give you this one.
You
I don't want road building,
the,
so.
the trade says you may, so you
Yeah, I
can
don't.
meld
I also
optics
don't
and not,
have to.
Ah,
I can see if I want to do something else.
you may swap top cards. Top
Oh,
red
this
and
is
green cards.
really nice.
Oh, you're getting rid of calendar for alchemy.
Yeah.
Alchemy.
Are you a
uh,
wizard?
Okay.
You're a
I
castle
mean-
wizard.
You're gonna change lead to gold.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I can give you my red card.
Do you want
your
compass? It's
green
all
card.
about leaf
What does it
swapping.
do?
I'm gonna steal my code of laws.
Demand you transfer a top 9 green card with a leaf from your board to my board, and then you transfer. Wow.
Yeah, you're 100% gonna steal my code of laws. I'm pissed about that. Oh wait, except it's a coin action, isn't it? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So you already have. I don't think I can really top you in the amount of crown icons.
I am more prosperous than you. You can
Alchemy
just-
is one of the cool cards.
What does alchemy do? Did you pass it?
Draw and reveal 4 for every 3 castles on your board.
Cool.
1, 2,
Alchemy
3,
is
4,
one of the
5,
cards
6,
that went
7, 8.
through
So
the
I-
most changes in the old version.
If any of the drawn cards are red, return them, and all the cards in your hand. That's right.
I have 8 castles so far, so if I'm able to meld another one
Build
with a
and
castle.
score. Ah, but then you'd be able to score good stuff.
All right, so but we're still on the road building action.
Yes,
so
that's
you've
true.
melded 2. Do
Are you
you
going
want
to do
to
the
trade?
swap?
I do not want to trade.
Okay. Then you still, since you shared,
Mm-hmm.
even though Cat didn't like it, you get to take a free draw action, which is a 3. And oh my goodness, what a card!
So many cards.
And that was your second action, so you're done.
Yes.
Well, I don't have a lot to do. But No, you have more castles than I do. I can't even use my ores. Dang.
What happened to all the cards in your score pile? Did you use them?
I got rid of them when I did the thing with the translation.
Okay.
She translated them into stuff.
was
I
like,
translated
wait a
them
second.
into the world.
Ooh, somebody's fancy.
I guess I will draw a card, which will be a 3.
Now the 3 pile is empty.
Yes, I noticed that.
So you could draw 4. So castles or authority only show up in ages 1 through 3. So once you get to 4, factories start showing up, and they
Yeah.
have more powerful effects. So the jump between 3 and 4 is one of the more significant jumps in the game. Getting between 5 and 8 is also really big, and then the 9s and 10s are just ridiculous. Lots of nonsense happens. She could, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and code the laws.
Alright, so Kat's going to use Code of Laws again.
Tuck that and splay.
Nice. I should start slaying.
I'm up to 7 castles. That's almost 8.
That is almost it. Okay. So you're done.
I'm done.
So I
You
will...
could draw 4.
I could.
I left it for you.
I will dogma philosophy. You may splay left any one color of your cards. So I will do that for blue. So now I have an extra castle icon.
And an extra enlightenment icon.
Yes, which means I now have.
You're going to gamble with alchemy.
Is it alchemy time?
Yes, it is alchemy time.
Draw red.
Oh wait, the second part
Well, I'm
is
not.
flush.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
done.
sorry.
You may score a card from your hand. So I have various score cards.
You're going to score your red card, aren't you?
Um,
Oh no, wait, it doesn't matter if you have cards in your hand that are already red, right?
No.
Only if she draws red. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a 3, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
But still not enough for her to buy the second achievement yet.
No.
Which one's the second? Oh, yeah.
The 10
So I mean, you could
Almost
philosophy
there.
again, or you could alchemy.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
The
that's
risk
hard.
with alchemy is if it blows up, you lose all your cards. But
What do you... I'm sorry, what do you mean?
If alchemy, if
if
you draw a red card,
you lose your whole hand.
everything.
It says it in the middle of the
Oh, I missed that. Ooh, that's bad. That's very bad. Draw and reveal 4 for every 3. So I get to draw 3 4s. If any of the drawn cards are red. What?
Oh,
So it can blow up in my face?
It could, yeah, well,
It's
that's
a
what
20% chance per card.
Oh my gosh. Do I draw them
So
one by
let's say
one?
that's-
Or do I just draw
You
them
draw
all
them
at
all at
once?
once.
Oh my gosh.
2 out of 10.
So you're going to use alchemy?
Yes.
Alright, let's see what happens. Oh.
Turn it over, turn it over.
Oh no! Gunpowder!
Oh, that's
Boom.
an extra. Why would you use
So-
alchemy on gunpowder?
So do I...
So you return the cards, and you can return them to the
Return
bottom
them.
of the deck in any
Okay.
order.
It was
So you
gunpowder?
can put the red
So you can
card
put the red card on the bottom. So that your future alchemical efforts will not be as terrible.
And
And also with your 3s, you have to return all of those. Since there's nothing in the pile, they become the new pile. You can
Okay.
choose what order they go in if you want to.
Man, that was risky. Risky. Oh well. Well, no, oh no.
Alright, so now
I
it is
can't do
Kat's
the
turn.
second action.
Right.
Dang it.
So Kat, it is your turn.
for all that I laughed at you,
I know.
that looked fun. I'm going to use my compass. I demand that you transfer a top non-green card with a leaf from your board to my board.
Which in
You
this case
really-
would be alchemy.
That would be alchemy.
Have fun.
Thank you. I'm going to blow myself up now. And then I transfer a top card without a leaf. Oh, no, sorry. And then you transfer a top card without a leaf from my board to your board.
So you could steal her ores or her domestication.
Okay. What does domestication do? That seems pretty... Meld the lowest card in your hand, draw 1. It's not as exciting.
Ores was the stealing card.
I demand... no cards are transferred to this demand, draw 1. That gives me some more...
Remember, I don't have any cards in my hand, pretty much ever.
Yeah.
It does give you more castles, but I think I would still...
Well, if no cards were transferred, I still get to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives me more castles.
Put that on top of your red
I
card,
lost.
please.
Oh, wait! Oh, silly me.
Okay, and I still have more castles than you, even if you take that.
Magus says
Well, and
very
then...
close
Oh,
to
actually, you have to
50%.
take one of them.
Mark says it's very close to 50%.
Oh,
The blowing up on 3.
excellent.
On a clean deck. Once you know stuff about the deck, everything's okay.
Yeah, so...
Well, given that it blew up
Out
on me,
of the top, so
I'm
I
pretty sure
have
it's gonna work for
2,
you
4,
now.
6, 8. So I would only draw 2 cards.
You would only draw 2 cards, which is a better odds.
And of the top 7 cards, only one of them is red. Actually, of the top 9 cards, only one of them is red.
Let's find out if Cat blows up.
I want some 4s. And okay, actually, I don't have any cards in my hand right now,
Correct.
so there's no risk.
Right.
If this blows up in my face, it was just a waste of an action, but I can
Yeah.
spend an action.
Oh!
Wait, but you have to draw 3?
Julia's
No, I only have 8 castles.
Oh.
All
Well,
right.
that's just not fair.
Meld a card from my hand and then score a card from my hand. So which of these do I want to meld?
Yeah, so one side effect of Julia stealing ores is that Cat's red stack is no longer splayed. It doesn't remember that it
Unfortunately.
was in the past.
But I do have engineering, which is a better card.
That's true.
I was hiding my better card underneath my ores. I was just running around hitting people with ores.
It doesn't remember.
So the second part of alchemy says you
Oh,
can
man.
meld a card, then score a card.
I thought Wars was on top of engineering.
I will meld invention and score perspective.
Well, you don't have to say that, but...
Well, okay. Technically, I revealed it. She could have been paying attention when I
that's true,
revealed
that's
it.
true.
All right.
All right, now it's Julia's turn.
All right.
Ooh.
Calendar's not bad now again.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, well, I still have calendar. Yeah. I guess I can use calendar. Draw 2, 3 cards. So I do have to draw 2, 3 cards because there's a pile.
Yes.
Correct.
They're back to being 3 cards.
So I get my cards back.
Yep.
Hello, cards. I missed you. Let's see. I can't do anything to. Oh wait, yes, I can dogma this because I believe I have more.
I mean, you can do it regardless of having more than me. You just give me the option of doing it too.
Yes.
And I don't have any cards in my hand, so.
So I can splay left any color. This gives me more castles. I don't know why I want more castles now. Maybe I'll go for crowns.
I do have much
Maybe it's
fewer
time
crowns
to
at the moment.
stop worrying about castles.
All right, so you're going to do philosophy, which lets you splay color left and then score another card from your hand.
Yes.
Which is good, because now you're over the 10 mark, so you can claim the second achievement next turn.
Yes.
All right. I like sharing. Sharing gets me cards.
Sharing.
So I'm going to use invention. You may splay right anyone, which is a light bulb thing, so you're going to do it first.
Mm-hmm.
Any one color of your cards currently splayed left. If you do, draw to score a 4.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I'm giving you a bunch of points, which is probably a terrible idea. But
So yes, Julia, you can splay one of your left colors right.
So I can either gain a light bulb
at the cost of a castle.
or gain a coin. That doesn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Might help me further down the line now.
Mm-hmm.
Go get some more light bulbs.
Right.
More smarter.
Draw
So?
and score a 4.
Draw
Right.
and score 4. Is it okay? I guess I can see what.
You can always look at it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and Kat, you get to do it too.
All right. I have to do these.
So invention is another one of the cards that has the special achievement hook on it. But in this case,
But it's
Kat
not
is
enough.
far away from...
You do draw and score a 4. That's useful, but not quite good enough. And I can't do it again, unfortunately. However, I shared, so I draw a card, and my top card right now is a 4.
Correct. And that was your first action, right?
That was my first action. Oh, I did not get the color I was hoping for.
So you can see the cards start getting more and more powerful as you get through the ages.
7. I am down to 7 castles. I'm going to use alchemy again.
Oh boy, it's alchemy time.
Draw and reveal a 4 for every 3. Hey, but look, neither of those are red.
Oh, alchemy.
This is just not okay.
Well, I knew you put the red card on the bottom.
That's true, and then you took it, so you knew that there's at least the
Yep.
least amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clever.
Sneaky memorization.
Oh yeah, I am totally paying attention to the cards. I win.
We pay attention to that.
All right. And then
Yeah, Julia right now has
meld a card and score a card.
16 points.
So I have 16 points, so technically if I had an age 3 card out, I could take both achievements.
Correct.
2 and 3 achievements.
But since you've
But
been
I-
knocked back to the Stone Age, you can only take the 2, and then you have to wait until next turn to get the 3. Oops.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
no, you have all the castles. Well, I have 5 castles.
That is, by the way, the most frequently wrong rule that people get in innovation. Is
Oh,
not remembering that you have to
yeah.
have the age card on top
I've
of your...
got.
Yeah.
And it has to be on the top, right?
It has to be on the top.
Oh, but it can be more.
Yeah, it can be
Yeah,
more.
okay.
But you have to be at that age or higher.
Yeah.
So I can take the 2 even though I don't have any 2 top cards. I just have a 4 and a 3.
Yeah. Interestingly, one of the earlier mechanics for scoring achievements that we didn't use was when a pile emptied. Whoever had the most points would claim that age's achievement plus any earlier ones that hadn't been claimed yet.
I will meld. I'm done with alchemy. I'm going to have experiments.
You're going to have experimentation.
And I will score this thing. And unfortunately, that was my second action, so I can't achieve this turn.
Experimentation's a really good card.
Yep.
So a lot of the blue cards
It's like
let
mathematics,
you
but fancier.
jump through the ages. Alright, so it's Julia's turn now.
Okay, so I will first achieve. So
Mhm,
I
go
have
for it.
16 points. That's definitely more than 10 required.
Yep. Well done.
That.
Now I can't achieve.
You cannot achieve.
I am not an achiever.
You were achievers.
Unfortunately, I cannot take the number 3 achievement, but I can still use calendar.
Oh.
Calendar is leaves, which I am not winning in at the moment.
And now,
But-
since the 3's empty, you've got a 3 and a 4.
Sweet. Yes.
Alright.
Life is good. And I get the last 3 red card. I just have a question. What does tuck mean again?
Goes to the very
so
back.
yes. When you tuck a card, it goes onto the bottom of that stack.
Okay.
Which
so
means that if
that's-
it's splayed, it continues to splay underneath.
Okay.
I'm going to experiment. I will draw and meld a 5. Societies.
Cat has discovered high societies.
I demand that you transfer a top and purple card of the light bulb from your board to my board. That would be your calendar. You do draw a 5. Ooh.
So societies is one of the cards that lets you steal things.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of those cards in the low ages, which are one of the ways that you can claw your way back into the game if somebody gets ahead. You can use something like Compass to steal a high card if somebody's ahead and has a leaf out, or Societies for a light bulb and whatnot. And that was your first or your second?
That was my first action.
First action. You've got more actions now.
I will continue experimenting. Measurement. Return a card from my hand, display that color of my card's right, and draw a card of value equal to the number of cards of that color on your board. Interesting.
We have so many greens.
Yeah, I do. I need a way to display my greens. Alright, that was me. Your turn.
I'm going to achieve. I have 16 points.
You don't have a 3 yet, do you?
Oh, that's right. I need
You gotta play
3.
one first.
Yes, I need to play one. Okay. I will play optics.
Ooh,
We established it was 6 achievements to win.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so after melding
Ooh,
optics.
that ties us for crowns.
Yeah.
So now you can achieve the 3.
Yes, I will do that. This is a lot like alchemy in that it can either work out really well for you or it can be terrible.
Yes,
now
optics is a
hesitant.
dangerous card, but it can be really
Yeah.
cool. I mean, you have a lot of 1, so if you optics and fail, you're just giving Cat 1 point.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Optics is a very good card.
Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Alright.
Can achievements ever be taken away from you?
No,
No? Okay. You keep them.
correct.
Okay. I was just saying if you lose points.
No, if you could lose all your points and you keep your
Mhm.
achievements.
Okay.
Once you get them, they are yours, which will happen later in the game. People will steal all your points and you'll be sad. And now it's Cat's turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking, sorry. Um. Sure. No. Ugh. I will experiment.
More experimenting.
Oh, no more experimentation. I have discovered physics.
Physics.
Hmm.
That course I should really brush up on.
Physics is another risky one.
Yes, physics is like the later alchemy.
But
What do you mean I can't turn gold from lead?
Is it physics time?
Yeah, why not?
So you would do it alone. So yeah, physics, you get to draw and reveal 3 6s.
Wow.
And if any of them are the same color, and they're not,
Woohoo!
they all blow up. So
Cards
Cat
are in
now
your
gets
favor this game.
I have a bunch of 6s.
3 6s, and that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Oh my gosh.
This would be a great time for Julia to reveal archery, but she doesn't have it.
What's archery do? Oh, it beats
Steals your
up.
highest card.
Is
Got it.
archery a level 3 card?
Archery's
Right.
level 1 card.
Okay.
It's probably in your score
It's
pile.
probably in
Yeah,
my
it's probably in your
score
score
pile. Honestly. Okay. I could use
Oh, man.
calendar. That's getting a little old. I could meld, but I want to try and get that age 4 card this turn. I could do that with optics, but that's
Yeah,
a
if you're
little bit
lucky.
risky.
But that's the fun.
Yeah.
Remember, Cat does optics first.
Huh?
I have more
Cat has
coins
5
than you still.
coins.
Or I have the same number of coins as you still.
So you get a card for sharing also, which is going to be a 5.
Hmm.
So if you optics,
Right.
since Cat does it first, there's only 1 4 left in the pile. Cat's going to draw and mill this 4. You're going to draw and mill a 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is good for you. Because you're kind of behind in the ages right now.
Right. Okay. So whoever has the most crowns, draw and meld a 3, or in this case a 4. Check and see if it has a crown on it.
It does.
It does.
So now you get to draw and score a 5.
Okay. Otherwise, transfer a card from your score pile to...
The score pile of an opponent with fewer points than you.
Got it.
Alright, so now it's you're up.
12 plus 5. You have 7. Now you have 17. I have
Right.
16. That totally backfired. As I knew
Well,
it
you
would.
haven't done it yet. If you get a coin, you get points too.
Oh!
Bing!
If it has a crown, so I get to melt this. Goodbye, clothing. If it has a crown, draw
Excellent.
and score, or whatever the next one is, which is a 5. Okay, so that was one action.
Oh no.
So now I have 21.
God damn it.
You have 21, and you have a 5 out, so you could claim the 4.
Yes.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. So Julia now has the first 4 achievements.
I know, I'm very backwards, but gosh darn it.
Well, you're good at stuff.
I have banking.
I seem fancy, but you've got a lot of nonsense going on there.
Banking, again, is one of the steely cards. Lets you grab something
I
from an opponent's
command, you
board.
transfer. I still...
So I could take gunpowder or
Yeah,
physics.
yeah.
But I have the same number of coins as she
Right,
does.
so you can't outbank Cat just yet.
Well, I could, let's see, I could probably splay. I
Well,
guess if I
anyways, that was
split
your 2, so your turn's
Yes, my turn is done.
So it is Cat time.
Alright. Well, conveniently, you covered up your leaves. So I'm going to meld vaccination,
Oh!
and then I'm going to dogma
Sweet tamale.
vaccination. I demand you return all the lowest cards in your score pile. If you returned any, draw and meld a 6. All the lowest cards.
Oh, you didn't draw your share card,
Oh yeah, draw your share card, sweetie.
Oh, yes.
because you shared.
That's right.
Oh, except that would make me susceptible to banking, wouldn't it?
Sure.
How so?
But you would blow up all her ones.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, alright, so you return all of your ones,
Okay. Goodbye.
and then you draw and meld a 6.
So vaccination is the start of the really nasty attack cards.
I mean, I don't know. It's not that bad.
If she keeps using it, she'll just plow through your score pile.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Although now she has the same number of leaves.
Right.
But I draw and meld a 7.
So
I know what the railroad is.
Oh, Cat has found the railroad. So a bunch of new cards just came out. Oh my goodness. So Cat got vaccination.
Man.
Then Julia got canning. Canning is a great factory card. It lets you... So now that we're into the 6s and the 7s, the card effects start getting wildly powerful and crazy. And lots of things go
Without a
on.
factory. Interesting.
Yeah, so canning lets you put everything you have in cans.
You should 100% use canning. I am all for you doing that.
What did you get, Cat?
I got railroad.
And Cat got Railroad, which is our first card with efficiency icons on it. And also the first card that lets you splay something up. So Cat could use Railroad to splay her purple cards up on her turn, on her next turn.
Yeah. I need points.
Points. I want points.
So you have 4 crowns. I have more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You do have more than
You
4.
could put everything in cans.
I could.
I highly recommend it.
Well, this allows me to display my green cards right,
That's
which
pretty
is I need that. So I'll use banking. I have
Right, what's your
4 crowns.
I demand you transfer.
A top non-green card with a factory on it from your board to my board. So choose a non... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that means you can't do it. If you do, draw and score a 5. That means you
what?
can't do it anyway. She can't actually use this. I can't actually use this I demand action on her.
Why not?
Yes, you can. You
With
have more
the
points.
factory.
Oh, with the factory.
No, without
Oh.
the factory.
I thought it was without. My bad. You must choose one of them.
Alright.
I think gunpowder would be nice. Or vaccination.
Yeah, those are all pretty
Honestly,
rough
you have a lot of really good cards.
Under physics? I could go back to experimentation.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you don't want to give up Railroad.
I'm not giving up railroad, and I'm not giving up vaccination.
Oh, whoops. I scrolled through all the cards while they were visible. Sorry. You get to see a mishmash of all cards at once. So Kat is figuring out which card to give up for banking.
Yeah.
Julia has made an offer she can't refuse. Looks like it's gonna be guns.
Yeah, I guess. Here, have
Alright, so
some.
you get gunpowder. Well, it's not actually guns, it's cannons.
Have a cannon.
And then Kat, you get to draw and score a 5
That's not the worst
as
thing.
compensation. And now you get to display your green cards, right, Julia?
Well, I think you're almost.
I'm at 22. I don't
Yeah.
know. And I have no way to score.
3 points. And now I get to display my green cards right.
That's the wrong way.
That's
Oh,
too
that's right. Duh.
There you go.
Hello, crown.
And that was your first action.
Yes. How many points do I have? I have 9, 15, 17. So I need like 8 points, 7 points. Let's see. I have left. I could draw a 5 and a 6 with calendar. I can't believe
You
I'm
could
still
do
using
canning.
calendar. You may
I would also get to draw a 5 and a 6 with calendar. You would get to draw 2 6s.
Well, you can't use canning.
Calendar.
Oh, I can't use can. Yes, I still can. Oh no, I can't anymore because I gave you
No.
gunpowder and it has all my factors.
Yeah, you can't use canning anymore.
Yeah. Woo.
You could can. Canning's exciting.
I could. You may draw and tuck a 6. If you do, score all your top cards without a factory. Well, I lose a lot of cards then, although 4 points is pretty nice. You may display your yellow cards right. I've already done that. Okay, I think I will do that. Goodbye calendar, goodbye philosophy. Draw and tuck a
canning
6.
time.
So I just put this. I just
Why
put
are we
this at the
saying
very
goodbye to
back.
calendar and philosophy?
Score all your top cards without a factory
Got it.
symbol.
Right. Okay. So draw and tuck that 6. Cool.
Score all my top cards. Goodbye, philosophy and calendar.
Hey, it's tools.
I know.
Did you tuck a 6?
I did. It was
What'd you get?
Atomic Theory. Yeah. Hopefully that will come back.
Well, if you can again, the tools will come away and then Atomic Theory will be revealed.
Okay. Have I only used one action?
No, your first action was to bank and you stole my
Yeah, you
gunpowder.
banked and then you
Right.
can.
Okay.
Which makes this seem like don't get too cozy with those.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got rid of your leaves.
Oh.
And I have these vaccines.
Oh no.
They're very important for you to get your shots.
Uh-huh.
I demand you return all the lowest cards in your score pile. You get another 6.
You need to draw and meld a 6.
See, I can't be like too sad about this. 'Cause
Return
I'm
them, they go
on
under.
the bottom.
They go
Oh,
under.
bottom.
So yeah, you get to draw and meld a 6, which is good-ish. Ooh,
Ah,
hey, you found
preferred.
democracy after being vaccinated for polio.
That's how that works.
You may return-
All Democrats have vaccines or something.
Oh no.
Anyway, I draw and meld a 7.
Julia's employing an
Ooh,
anti-vax
a bicycle! Heck yeah! Change all
That's
cards.
terrible.
It is terrible. You'd
Put
lose
all
instantly.
cards in
That's
your score
horrible.
pile. I don't want to use bicycle. Alright,
So Cat has found a bicycle.
you have 1 leaf, and I have 2 leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Bicycle's an interesting card. Lets you make a giant swap.
I love how bicycles in age 7.
Yeah?
It took scientists forever,
Yeah.
and scientists
Yeah.
still have no idea how bikes work.
They don't?
Yeah, the balancing thing and going forward is very confusing.
Wow.
It
That's
doesn't make
insane.
any sense.
No.
You know, for lack of any other way to screw you over, more vaccines!
Oh, double vaccination.
What are you doing with your banking, sweetie?
I did banking, right?
Yeah,
It may
so it's played.
It's splayed this way?
Yeah.
It's splayed to the right.
Yeah.
You take it and you slide it to the right.
So this should actually be, you may splay your yellow cards right. So
Oh
this
yeah, you
should
splayed
be-
yellow left instead
Yeah.
of right. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That's fine.
I don't think
that
that changes anything.
Not really.
I don't think it did either, but good to check.
Yes.
Anyway, get rid of your 3s, and then get another 6.
Jeez.
Well, I can't put any cards into my score pile, so the only logical thing to do is to take all of the cards out of your score pile.
Gosh, I guess I'll just take all the 6s.
And
Oh,
I'll
you
take-
got democracy and then emancipation.
All the
Hello,
7s.
emancipation. You're giving me all of these factory.
Instead of physics, I have evolution.
icons.
Ah, that lets me score things. Excellent. Okay. Your turn.
Alright, so you only have 2 factory icons. I think I will use. And you only have.
Only one top card of castles.
Oh no!
First I will use gunpowder.
Okay. That's all the top cards of castles, right?
No, gunpowder is 1 top card with a castle.
Oh, even better.
I want to see which one is better. Okay. I demand you transfer a top card with a castle from your board to my score pile.
3 points for you.
3 points for me. If any card was transferred due to the demand, draw and score a 2.
Woohoo.
You got a 2? No. That's Julia's effect. It's a normal effect.
Oh, that's mine?
Sorry, you got it too.
Okay.
Even better.
I get a 2.
Wow. You almost got back half the points I took away last turn.
Then I will use Emancipation. I
don't know what that
demand
is.
you transfer a card from your hand to my score pile. If you do, you get to draw a 6.
Have a 4.
Very well.
Okay.
It's okay, you draw 6.
I draw a 6.
And now you get to the second part of emancipation. Let's use splay.
Gain a crown and a light bulb. Probably this one. Hello, castles. I don't know if I actually need you anymore.
So
But-
Julia now has a nice big display of everything. You have a lot of coins now.
I do.
Coins are good.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Okay. We're tied on light bulbs.
Yes, eventually she's going to eat her 6s in cans. So we've entered an interesting part of the game, which is where Julia was racing for achievements. She had 4. She was churning towards the 5 and the 6, but Kat found technologies to let her steal points and turn the corner and maybe turn the game around. And the question will be whether or not Kat can steal the 5 or the 6 before Julia gets them, or if Julia can find a way to get one of the special achievements before Kat's technological advantage evaporates.
So just reviewing, the end game is if one of
If
us
you get
gets
six achievements, the game
and
ends
then however
immediately.
many points. Okay.
Points don't matter at all. If you get 6 achievements, you win.
Oh, okay.
If you go over the 11,
Mm-hmm.
whoever has the most points wins, and
Okay.
achievements don't matter.
Okay.
I will play the turtle card.
Turtle card!
You have so many greens. When you
do.
slay that thing,
I
it's gonna
want
be
to.
a
I haven't gotten a
disaster.
chance to. And then I will use evolution now that I don't have to share it. I can draw and score an 8 and then return a card from my score pile, or draw a card of value 1 higher than the highest card. I will choose to draw and score an 8 and return this 4. Actually, I don't choose which 4 I want to return. No, return that one. Alright, and that was my whole turn.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's nasty.
What'd you... Oh, you're 8. Yeah. So now Kat has 16, 26 points, and Julia has 18. So we're reaching the parts where more achievements can be claimed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get 7 points in one move?
I think I could get something like
A million billion
5.
points.
You need 7, because otherwise you can't achieve.
I could also, I could use gunpowder and banking.
That would be 2 moves.
Banking
I
doesn't
know.
Then
give
you
you
can't
any.
achieve.
Huh?
You can't really use gunpowder because
If you-
Kat doesn't have any castles showing,
Yeah, gunpowder's useless
Oh,
to you
yeah,
now.
that's true. If you do draw and score 5,
which would be
she-
Kat. Kat would draw and score a 5. When you
No.
say demand,
It's
I
still in the
demand you
box.
do this, and then you draw and score a 5.
Oh, right.
It's
okay.
compensation. You're paying for her stuff.
Got it. Right. Okay. I could use emancipation.
Emancipation lets you score points.
So you could give me a 4.
I would give you a 6, actually.
No.
I would give you a 6 because a card from my hand would be a 6.
Oh, that's right. Not from your score pile to my score
Correct.
pile. Okay. I'll use emancipation.
Okay, give me a sec. Nope. Yes.
Okay. And then I will display my purple cards to the right.
This is classification, by the way. It is the turtle card.
Yay, turtle.
So Julia's using Emancipation to steal more cards, then she has to display purple, right?
So I gain a light bulb and a crown. Well, I won't be able to get it this turn. Oh well. But now I have. Let's see,
Yeah, and if you
11,
do
19,
draw 6, you draw
24.
6 to replace a Cat.
Oh, thank you. Which is a 7 for me.
It is. So you could Emancipation again and steal more cards.
I could. But then she drew another 7.
It is a nice constant way to score points.
It is. 6 is a pretty nice amount of points. I will do it again.
Oh, and you're just gonna start. Yeah. No.
Glorious Turtle.
Yeah, okay.
And then you get to draw another 6, or in this case 7.
And you get to display your purple cards. Oh, they're already displayed right.
Yeah.
So Julia now has
I have to find out a way
12,
to
20,
display.
30 points.
I have to find a way to display my.
That's true, yeah. If you
Blue
played your blue
cards.
cards right, you can get Wonder.
Yeah.
So Julia has 30 points and Kat has 27?
26.
26.
Which is
So
enough
it's your
to
turn,
at
Kat.
least
So you
get me
get the
this.
5. You saved yourself for a turn.
Um,
Because if Kat had not claimed one of the achievements, Julia could have claimed the 5 and 6 and won.
um,
So somebody's asking about 2-player versus more players. 2-player is definitely the most chess-like strategy game. 3 is a lot of fun because you have a sharing dynamic where you can be demanding from one player and sharing with another. 4, I like to play with teams more than just free-for-all because 4, just a normal game, it's pretty chaotic and very, very fast. You don't get to do a lot of the strategy you get to do in a normal 2 or 3 player game. But with teams, you get to do some interesting building off of your teammate and cooperating on icon types and things, which is fun. So that was your first action.
Yep.
Oh, yours or mine?
Cat's.
Mine.
So Cat now has a second action upcoming.
The actions for this game are so long, you're like, wait a second.
I have to
Sometimes, once
use
you're learning.
classification.
So, it's turtle time.
I will reveal red. I will take all red cards from all opponents' hands and meld all red cards.
So reveal all the red cards in your hand, which is none.
Ah, damn. Well, I will meld these at least.
You have explosives.
Explosives.
Explosives is the bomb.
I don't have enough factories though yet, so.
So is that your turn?
That was my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna win this game.
Maybe.
Showing the great secret of innovation, which is nothing matters except getting achievements.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how many points do I have right now?
You have 30. You
Oh,
don't
I
have
have
to
30
score.
exactly!
Yep, so you can claim that 6. So now you have 5 achievements, you just need one more to win.
I totally should have vaccinated you just to.
Just to
Yeah.
mess with me.
That would have been a better strategy.
So I will use canning. Let's see, actually, let's see, 1, 2,
I have 5, you have
5. Okay. So I can draw and tuck a 6, in this case a 7.
And score all your
Sanitation.
top cards without factories, which is
Tools.
tools.
Which is actually very nice because that reveals atomic theory. So, okay, so I'm not sure how this works.
Well, you're done. That was just an action.
Because you achieved for your first action.
Oh, right. Okay, so if
that
you
wouldn't
have...
do anything.
that
You
wouldn't do
can't
anything.
splay one card.
I can't,
to the
so
right.
you cannot splay one card.
Correct.
So if I...
You would
this
still get to
not
draw and
count.
meld the 7, right?
Right.
But
you
you
still
could
draw
not...
build 7, but
That would be more helpful for me than for you.
yeah.
But this card could not count as splayed
No.
in
right.
subsequent... Okay.
You need to tuck something under it first.
Right, okay.
Alright. Well,
So now it is Cat's turn.
yep. I'm going to use evolution to draw a card that is one higher than the highest card in my score pile.
Ooh, Cat has evolved to 9s.
And then I will just straight up draw a card, which gets me a 7 right now. Your turn.
Okay, so I will meld...
I'll secretly show the audience what Cat drew.
Woohoo.
Hang on, let me see. If I meld this, do I still have enough factories? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
you have 6.
Okay, so I'm going to meld this.
Yeah, the problem for Julia is that she only has one blue card out, so she can't splay it to the right.
Right. But I can hopefully do this other thing.
What are you doing?
I will use canning. You may draw and tuck a 6. In this case, it's a 7. Ooh, electricity.
That's gonna get rid of your blue card.
Huh?
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Yes. If you do, score all your top cards without a factory. That's Reformation and Atomic Theory, which is 10 points.
It is. That's true. More points.
But you do not have a top card that
But you
is
don't
a
have
7.
a 7 out, so you need to get that before you can actually achieve.
Oh, okay.
You're
That's
close.
fair. That's fair. Oops.
Alright.
12 points.
But that was your first action, so you have a second action now.
I thought your first action was to play
Yeah, I
Oh,
played
you played
Reformation.
Reformation, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yes. That was your turn. So it is now Cat's turn.
An 8. I will use evolution again to draw.
Cat has evolved more 9s. So yeah, Julia has, he doesn't show anything. Julia has a bunch of 6s and 5s. And gunpowder's a 4.
Oh.
I think I probably have some 7s tucked. Yes, I do. Those don't count, right?
No.
No. Then I will play specialization.
Ooh, specialization.
Your turn.
So I can only draw a 7, right? That's all.
Yes,
I can
that's
draw.
what you would draw.
Okay. I'll draw a 7.
So yeah, Cat has milled the spell specialization. So now Cat is in the race to find some sort of 9 or 10 that breaks the game before Julia can grab the last achievement.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I have no choice but to meld it.
It's refrigeration.
Well, but then I lose a symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I still have 7 factory symbols. You have 7 factory symbols, so we have the same amount. So I draw and melded. That is my turn.
Mm-hmm. And now it is Cat's turn.
You have the same number of factories, you say? 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
2, 4, 6, 7. Okay.
What happens when you have the same number?
You share. But you can't demand.
Okay.
I'm going to use specialization.
All
You do
right.
it first.
Okay.
So,
Reveal a card from your
that's
hand. Take into your hand the top card of that color from my board.
Into your hand.
Into your hand.
So I can choose which one I want.
Yep.
Mhm.
Within the colors that you have in your hand.
Okay.
And then you can display your yellow or blue cards up.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
yellow.
you're taking vaccination.
Okay.
And Cat will reveal.
I will also reveal a yellow card. Oh, look, you don't have a 7 anymore. How unfortunate.
So now you display yellow or purple up. Yellow or wait, what's
Yellow or
yellow?
blue.
Yellow or blue.
Wait, let me double check. If I could-
It's too
no, it
late.
would have worked it anyway.
No, you don't get to put it in play. It goes in your hand.
Oh, it goes into my hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can display your yellow cards up, which is pretty good.
Well, that's a lot of leaves.
Yeah, you and your vaccination are going to kick their butt.
Oh, Cat has a lot of light bulbs.
Oh my God.
goodness.
How many? Holy! Oh my
Woo!
god. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I better end
That's
this
a lot of light
game
bulbs.
immediately.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, the whole
6,
point,
7,
and then I draw an 8 for
13,
sharing, because that
Cat
is
has
nice.
15 light bulbs.
Alright.
And that was your first?
That was my first
That
action.
was your first. You have another action.
Oh! I'm going to reveal a yellow card. I'm going to use classification. I'm going to reveal a yellow card from my hand. Take into my hand all cards of that color from all opponents' hands. And then
Oh, no.
meld all cards of that color.
Take yellow cards?
Yeah.
All the yellow cards.
Oh no.
My vaccination, thank you very much.
So everything has gone crazy time.
Mm-hmm.
We have reached the crazy portion of the game.
Yeah, and I definitely will put ecology on top. I like ecology.
Alright, so that is your turn, Cat. Now
That was
it's
my turn.
Julia's turn.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna end this game. I'm gonna use banking.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8, you have 6. I demand. Oh, sorry, no, it's for crowns.
Coins.
I think I still have them all.
6,
Yeah.
9, I have 8.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, still.
I demand you transfer a top non-green card with a factory symbol on it from your board to my board.
Okay.
The
Which is either
banking.
specialization
Yeah, no,
or
that's enough.
exclusives.
Yeah, and that's enough, and it doesn't matter which I transfer, because then you'll just
Yeah,
achieve.
because then.
Have specialization.
Yay.
Oh, that was
Hey.
a dramatic conclusion. So now with
Hey.
a 7 on top of her board, Julia can achieve the 7 and claim victory.
Ah, I couldn't get ecology out fast enough.
That was
Wow,
close though.
that was
Yeah,
really
good
close.
game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
That was intense.
that was crazy.
That's exciting.
Let me show you guys what ecology was.
Yeah.
Was
Ecology, return a card from your hand, score a card from my hand, and draw 2 10s.
Yeah, so-
And it's a light bulb effect.
If Cat had gotten ecology out, it would have been crazy time.
Ecology score, ecology score, ecology score.
Oh gosh, you would have gotten stem cells and databases.
That doesn't even matter. Ecology score.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I can do that twice, I can start getting 10s into my score pile.
Right. Oh, it's scoring tens, not drawing tens.
It's scoring a card from my hand and then drawing 2 10s.
Oh, so you
But if I
keep
do it
doing
twice in a row, I
right.
score a 10 from my hand.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
So that was the perfect
Oh,
dramatic
just a-
conclusion of
just a
an
quick-
innovation game.
Well, and that's a
I
great
can't believe that.
that's a great example of how innovation goes a lot.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of just
And
I was
yeah.
doing quote unquote better throughout a lot of the early part of the game.
Mhm.
You know, getting faster cards, but nothing I was getting was putting things in my score pile,
Yep.
and that was ultimately worthless to me.
Yeah.
That's fun. So
I am proud of taking vaccination.
yeah,
from
thank
though.
you to everybody for watching our stream teaching
Yeah.
the game of innovation. I hope that was an entertaining B sports affair. Or T sports. Is it T sports or B
T
sports?
Tea
Tabletop
sports.
sports?
I have tea.
Oh,
I'm drinking my tea.
I have sports. And we have a Sasha.
Excellent.
We
Cat
will
sports.
conclude by moving the camera to the land of Sasha,
Excellent.
where there is a Sasha here. And Sasha will sign us off.
Bye, folks.
Good
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. And Sasha will now take a nap and possibly destroy the world.
Sounds legit.
So somebody asked before we sign off about the cards that changed from the last printing. So there is indeed the ones that I showed. Let me pull up one. One of the biggest changes we just made is to combustion. So combustion, you say, I demand you transfer 2 cards from your score pile to my score pile. Now combustion is based off of how many coins you have. And also it makes you return a red card from your board, sort of spent as gas. Which means that since the second part is an on-demand effect, you could share it. The other cards that changed were... We did not see. Industrialization changed. Industrialization also works the same way as fermenting now, which is that you return per color. Sasha's spinning now on the table. Woo! Spinning cat. Yeah. We're still looking at other balance changes, but those were the main ones that were sort of big deals. You saw ores out there that changed. Oh, the other one that everyone's least favorite card used to be...
Pirate code.
No, feudalism.
Ah.
Why do you keep going to page 56? I don't like you, thing. Where is feudalism? Feudalism here. So feudalism, now, if you get that castle from somebody's hand, it unsplays that color on their board.
Ooh.
So this is the only card in the base set that does the unsplay mechanic, and it is pretty nasty. Hi, Sasha. Yes. That is a lovely Sasha. So those are the cards that have changed in the base set. We're not ready to show off the cards that have changed in the other sets yet because we're still testing them. But the main changes in Echoes are to fix the cards that use the old mechanics versus the new ones. And they should be a lot more balanced now, which is good. So, thank you all for watching. We're going to sign off now and go have tea or ice cream or pet a cat. Bye!